right. You can come up with wrong conclusions, but think about it. So ultimately, I wished that in the midst of this kind of open-mindedness toward this phenomenon, we were still a little bit more open-minded, or more open-minded, as it were, as we decline in the West in our religious views. I wish we were still open-minded to the ideas of the existence of God. So whether or not aliens exist, I don't care. Whether or not we believe God exists, I think is infinitely more important. And moving to the next kind of story, because more important than aliens above, aliens on our southern border are actually kind of an issue. So Biden is running again for president in 2024, and whatever medicine they got that dude on, it is not working. But I would love to know, I mean, because this barely sentient ice cream for brains individual thinks that he can run again. And I don't know if this is hubris, narcissism, or whatever that juju is, man, it is working, because it has convinced him that he is actually doing a good job, and maybe even other people. For the life of me, I don't know why. But needless to say, Biden is breaking some records. He may not be doing good things, but he's definitely breaking some records, as we can see in our southern border. Back in 2022, he broke this one. The number of removals, formerly known as deportations, plummeted to a record low under Biden from 267,258 in fiscal year 2019 to 59,011 in 2021. Let me read that to you again. 267,000 immigrants were deported in 2019, and 59,000 were deported in 2021. That also comes at a time when the incursions and illegal crossings into our border are at an all-time high, because in October of 2021 to June of 2022, the Border Patrol logged some 2 million migrant encounters at the southern border, an all-time record. Congratulations, Biden. You are doing some amazing work. I cannot wait to see what happens if you win in 2024. And all the while, not only is there an immigration crisis at our southern border, but also it's easy to kind of paint the picture that as immigration, illegal immigration increases, so does violent crime. So I've often on the show talked about how the defund the police movement caused a spike in crime during COVID. But it's also important to understand that there might be other factors too adding to that spike in violent crime. And it could be that some of that immigration, where some of that illegal immigration, where people are coming into the country illegally, are actually coming in to do harm. Now, back in 2018, we heard from our moral betters, NPR, that illegal immigration does not increase violent crime. Well, that's interesting, because the Washington Post in 2022 is telling us that Biden's border crisis fuels the crime wave in American cities. Because we all know that illegal immigration often comes with this: drugs, human trafficking, and violent criminals trying to flee Mexico to come into the United States. But let's speak for a moment to the bleeding heart liberal who wants to say there is no such thing as an illegal human being. Yes, there is. The people who commit crimes and the people who come into this country illegally are doing illegal things, right? So let me give you a for instance here. Would you grant immigration status to an alien? No, right? Because you're not sure why those aliens are coming to this planet. We don't know if they have good intentions or bad. So you wouldn't grant immediate U.S. citizenship status to an alien. And for that same reason, you probably shouldn't do it to a Sinaloa cartel gang member just because they are the same species as us. It's perfectly legitimate and logical and rational to suggest that we need a strong border, and under Biden, we're not getting that. Yes, some humans are illegal, and it disservices the people who want to come into this country legally to cut in line. Yes, I'll admit the immigration system in America is broken, and we need to do something about it. There are ways to fix it, and the bureaucracy that has affected it needs to be resolved. I get it. I'm with you. However, it doesn't mean open borders, because that is clearly a problem and causing a spike in violence, in human trafficking, in rape, and all sorts of other things. It is not humane. The true bleeding heart liberal isn't interested in open borders. They are actually interested in humane immigration. or at least they should be.
So you just got done watching a small excerpt of a much larger episode. You can find the link to that full episode down below in the description of this video. So you definitely want to check that out, because if you like that clip, you'll like the much larger episode. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that little bell to be notified when great new episodes of Indie Thinker come your way. Thanks for watching.